Hello everyone and welcome back to our King Alfred the Great playthrough where we have founded the Kingdom of England. We have managed to achieve Alfred's great ambition to found the Kingdom of England. Now we just need to create his ambition of reconquering all of the lands away from Norse rule. So we do still need to take Jorvik. We need to take this little bit of Cornwall as well, which we will go for. And then there's this little bit of land here, and then we'll assess stuff after that. But we've got a lot of stuff that we need to sort out before then. We have way too many petty kingdoms or duchies underneath us. They're called petty kingdoms. We do need to get rid of all those. So we've got the petty kingdom of Mercia, petty kingdom of Wessex, petty kingdom of Huis, the petty kingdom of Kent, and the petty kingdom of East Saxe. So we are going to give each of these away to the people that they should belong to. So we do have our niece, who is the Lady of Mercia. So we are going to... She doesn't like us too much, but we are swaying her, so we're going to grant her the title, the Petty Kingdom of Mercia. So then she'll become our vassal. The faction will be gone as well. So perfect. There we go. Your vassal, Countess Ursper, now holds the Petty Kingdom of Mercia. Perfect. So that will hopefully... Yeah, plus 77. She's got a great opinion of us now. Right. Then we also have to give away... Which other titles were there? I'm going to give them all away. So we have the Petty Kingdom of Kent, which is this area down here. So let's have a look who we've actually got down here, and we can pick the best. So we've got 3 mainlands. We've got the Barony of Dover, which we actually own ourselves, the Barony of Sussex, and the Barony of... Okay, so we actually own all of those lands ourselves. I didn't realise we hadn't given those away. Okay, so then let's go back onto these duchy titles. We've got the Kingdom of Huis here. I'm probably saying that completely wrong. And who do we have down here? We have Earl Alfred. We have... Who else do we have? Earl Alfred of Oh, definitely. It's definitely going to this guy. If not for this guy, we probably wouldn't have won that war so easily. So we are definitely 100% rewarding him. So we're going to grant him the kingdom, the Petty Kingdom of Huis. And there we go. He's now our vassal. That's going to... Yep, he's got a 100% opinion of us now. We've got East Saxony, which we could give to this guy here, our vassal, who's 12 of London. London's not currently our capital. We've got our capital in Winchester instead. How? Well, he already owns this anyway, don't he? But then again, who else have we got? We've got this guy who's also a kid, who's a twin, Pensive, Callus. What other baronies have we got down here? Buckingham, who... Okay, she's not too bad. She's pregnant. Hale, charismatic negotiator, arrogant, ambitious, and paranoid. Oh, she's paranoid. Now let's go for the kid. He probably will be the best guy. He's got a decent opinion of us already. He's rowdy, patient, and gluttonous. Yes, so let's grant titles. The Petty Kingdom of East Saxe. Grant title. Perfect. He's now our vassal. We will keep Wessex for ourselves. And I'm pretty sure that we had another one still, didn't we? Well, yes, it was Kent, but we actually need to give Kent away before we do that. So have we got anyone decent that we could give that to? We did land our son, didn't we? Yes, we landed him in Dorset and Somerset. So we could give him a kingdom down there when available. Who else did we... Oh, he has a son. We have a grandson now. Interesting. Who's called Alfred. Awesome. We could land our nephew. Let's land our nephew. Why not? Our nephew, Oswald Elderson of Wessex. He doesn't have any land, so yeah, let's grant him. Oh, we actually can't apparently grant him any titles. He's betrothed. He's not married yet then. I'm surprised that we can't grant him a title. Is it because he's not... Is he not in our court or something? Never mind. Okay, we won't grant any titles to him then. Let's have a look in our court. Have we got anybody interested in our court that we could land? Who is this guy? Catholic. Oh, he's a Breton. We could land him in Cornwall then. That might be a good idea because that is actually Breton. And let's have a look at our... Not council, our court. Let's have a look down here so at least then we can skip back and forth. We've got this guy who's Catholic and Cornish. Oh, we've actually got a Cornish ruler. We give him Cornwall instead then. Do we have anybody else in our court down here that's interesting? We've got our spy master who doesn't actually have land. He's just a knight. We've got our daughters. Let's have a look at you. Are you actually interested? Oh, you're a Catholic Welsh. You know what? We'll keep those kingdoms for ourselves. Are we still over? Okay, we don't own too many now, so that's fine. So we'll keep the ones that we've got for now, and when we get some decent courtiers and such, we can land them. 2 powerful vassals expect a council position. The Lady of Cheshire. She's not good enough for anything, unfortunately. And Prince Ethelred also expects a council position. I do not want to get rid of Duke Ethelric, though. You've got decent diplomacy, but I doubt you've got the best diplomacy. Oh, okay. This one who actually wants some stuff is actually our current best chancellor, so at least that sorts her out and keeps her happy. Are you still our best steward? Pretty sure that you are. Yes, you are. And I don't know if you are our best marshal. Our son is actually better, but I don't want to sack you off because you've been... Yeah, I'm very loyal to you. You've been a great lord and a great servant. We are trying to get some more knights. We did that in the last episode, so we'll wait for that. Our daughter can marry. We do need to find her a match. King Charles the Bold. We could actually marry her to King Charles. Oh, King Carloman of East Francia. How is East Francia looking these days? Is it still a pretty powerful kingdom? Yes, it is. They've took a lot of... That's probably going to be a very, very good match for us. He has a lot of manpower, so yes, let's arrange a marriage between our daughter and the king himself, and they are willing to go for that. Perfect. He's more than willing to go for that. That is going to be a very, very strong and powerful ally for us to have. We can declare 7 wars. Yes, I already know about all this. I want to let our men improve a little. Let our levies improve again. Let our gold improve. Obviously, we just spent a hell of a lot of money. But we can go for Cornwall. So let's declare war on him for our claims upon that Cornish land. It's only going to cost us 63 prestige, so we'll do that. We should be able to get that under our control very, very, very quickly. Let's add a new rally point, and we'll add it right down here, next door. And we will raise all of our men here, and we'll quickly take Cornwall. He has got a alliance with West Francia, hasn't he? Yes, he's still got that. As well as another alliance with Gwent, which isn't very powerful, so that's fine. Yeah, we'll be able to win this pretty easily. A faction targeting you is disbanded. Perfect. Thanks to those new titles that we're giving out. We will give away the other kingdom titles once we've got some decent people, and we now have an alliance formed with King Carloman of East Francia. I gladly accept your marriage proposal. I will graciously take the hand of your daughter Margaret in holy matrimony. May God grant us long life and many children. Signed, King Carloman of East Francia. Perfect. That's a very powerful alliance for us to have. And, okay, King Charles has joined in, and so is this other guy. That's fine, because we're literally just going to march straight on to their barony to take. There's only 2 tribes here to take. They do have some land in southern Wales, but we won't worry about that for now. Enemy ally joins war. Petty King Ricat. Okay, so there's quite a few people in this war, but it doesn't give them a lot of soldiers. Only 2,300. Okay, King Charles the Bold actually has a very small army at present for whatever reasons. That's fine. We haven't really got to worry about it then. So we'll just concentrate on this. Let's station besiegers for now, and then we can march the other 1,800 onto the other land, beating them in battle as well as sieging this land here. This smaller army, sorry, this is sieging. Can we get our siege leader in charge of that for now to get the capital under our control a little bit faster? And then, of course, our main host, we will lead ourselves. We're now an aggressive leader as well. We also picked up that trait in the last episode, which is awesome. And we will take the war to Jorvik once things have recovered a little bit more. A new knight has arrived. Leon heeded my summons and has arrived at court. We've captured an enemy combatant as well. Hopefully one that we can ransom to get ourselves a little bit of gold. Doesn't look like it at present, unfortunately. How did this battle go? It was a great victory. We lost 32 men. They lost 400. Oh my god, how did... That is an absolute slaughter. Perfect. We could station some besiegers here, but no, we'll just get this land under siege for now. Yeah, we can adopt special succession type, but I don't want to do that, to be honest. We've got low control in a couple of counties. Are we still trying to improve? Yes, we are. We're still doing it over here, aren't we, in Essex, so we'll have to wait for now. We'll just take care of this war. How long is this siege going to take? 2 months left in the siege of Lewixton, and the siege of Tutness is probably not going to take too long either. No, only 3 months. Perfect. Let's take over the Cornwall land. We can then create the duchy, and we can grant that to that Cornish lord in our court. Our councillor has died. Which one was you? Oh, you was our spy master. What a shame. Wasn't he the Cornish guy? No, he was Welsh. Well, that's okay then. Right, so we need a new spy master. Let's have a look. What have we got to work with? Wow, you're pretty good of Southampton. Yes, we will assign you to the role. That's perfect. You're not quite as good as the other guy, but you're not far off, to be fair. It's not a decent... it's not a bad replacement. Could have been a lot worse. This siege is going pretty well. Hopefully we get some good prisoners so we can end the war a little bit quicker. I would like to build a castle down here on Land's End. That would be nice. I would like to fill some more of these baronies at some point. Not just yet. We're still pretty much in early days, and we've won that siege, and we got 21 gold from it, which is pretty awesome. Aha! Here comes the West Frankian army. Interesting. We'll march our men there, join our forces together, and we could take them in battle. With Alfred's host, we could easily take those in battle. Merge our forces together. Let's see where that West Frankian army is going to go to. They're sailing around there, which is interesting. Acquaintance taken prisoner. Who was that? Prince Rodri of Gwynedd. Is he no longer our ally then? That's fine. We don't want that alliance anymore anyway, because of course we're English. We're going to invade Wales at some point. Let's... Oh, should we march around? There we go. We'll march to that one. We don't lose such... don't get as much attrition marching that way. And with Alfred leading the army, it's insane how quickly we can march. Let's have a look at these new knights that we've managed to hire. See if them are any good. See if any of them are decent or not. Okay, we've got you, competent diplomat. You were the Breton guy, wasn't you? We can recruit you, but you're not overly amazing. We've got you, who is Cornish. We can recruit you to court, but I'm just going to land you instead. We've got this guy, Pasgan, who's Welsh, another Welsh guy. And Leon was the other guy who arrived, and he's Catholic and French, but he's pretty decent. Eager Reveller, legendary blade master, rough terrain expert, a military engineer, unyielding defender, and a tough soldier. Forgiving, trusting, and diligent. This guy's... Wow, this Leon is impressive. Yes, I'm definitely going to recruit him to our court. 100% about this guy. He's just a steward. He's Catholic, Swabian. Not overly impressive, so we'll leave him for now. I'm glad that we got that Leon, though. He is very, very impressive. This guy doesn't seem too bad either. This Welsh guy, he's got 15 martial. Welsh, temperate, arrogant, wrathful, misguided warrior, open terrain expert, aspiring blade master. Pretty old though, isn't he? 58, so we'll leave him off. I'm not wasting money on him. Oh, we've got 3 prisoners as well, I just realised. Are they any that we can ransom? I'd like... No, not at present. Are any of them any good enough that we could... Oh wow, look at you with 23 learning. He's a Frankian. What about this guy? Welsh, nothing really impressive about him. And Vigdis af Bolton. Okay, and brilliant. Oh wow, she's pretty good. Oh, she's Norse. Interesting. I'd actually quite like to negotiate a release by recruiting you. Can we demand conversion? That'll upset you. Forcibly recruited, demanded conversion. No, we could just... Yeah, why not? Negotiate release. You will accept. We can demand you to convert and re-recruit you to our court. You're pretty interesting. I do like the look of you, to be honest. Recruited that guest to our court. A new commander, a new knight. Greetings, King Alfred of England. I have no choice but to accept your conditions for my release. Watch your step now, Vigdis. But yeah, she's pretty decent, to be honest. Catholic Norse woman. She's a siege leader and a brilliant strategist. I do like her. Who's she married to? Earl Alfred of Westmoreland. Okay, interesting. So hopefully we could use that in our favour to get hold of those lands. Aha. And now the Frankians are deciding to land their army. So let's... Do we march back? No, let's carry on marching to where we was and get the rest of the Cornish lands under siege. We can deal with the Frankish army after that. Take care of this first. We could always call in our allies. I'm not going to do that unless we have to. Absolutely have to. Unless it's absolutely necessary. Familiar reputation. Oh, Duchess Odsburg gained 20% opinion of you. Our niece now has 100% opinion of us. Awesome. She's happy that she's now the Duchess of Mercia. It's back under her control. I do want to try and take some more of those. We've got a lifestyle perk again to spend. Never back down. Friendly fatal casualties minus 20%. Courtship. Serve the crown. I'm going to go for never back down. Let's try and get this gallantry built up. And just so we don't lose some of these awesome commanders we've got. I don't want to start getting attached to them and then they all die constantly in every battle. Do we call in East Francia? I don't... We have got a lot of prestige, to be honest. We can afford to do that. Let's call an ally in. We've got the King of Alba, King of... Oh, Prince Louis of West Francia, and King Carloman of East Francia. Wow, it'll cost us 350 prestige to call him in. 350 prestige for any... I don't really want to waste our prestige. We've got a nice amount built up. I want to keep building it, and Duchess Osber's opinion of us has improved by 25 again. We've swayed the shit out of her. Betrothed can marry. Earl Bonfrey Uberson of Westmoreland and Vigdis af Bolton. No, I'm going to change the character that she's going to... Can we... I don't want to do that marriage. I want to break that betrothal and marry her to somebody in our own court instead, if possible. Can we actually do that? I'd like to be able to do that. She would get a lot of prestige from it. Leon and... no, we can't go for any of the others, I don't think. We could try. They're all a lot older than him. Cancel, yeah. I'm not going to allow them to marry. I might marry her to Leon instead. I would like to land him. He's pretty decent, to be honest. We could split this army. Let's change our commander. Let's get our siege leader in control. A new knight has arrived. Let's have a look at this guy then. Sigbert Stagwell, who is wrathful, stubborn, vengeful, a misguided warrior and a cautious leader. He's not overly impressive, is he? He's an Anglo-Saxon, but no, he's not that great, so we'll give him a miss, I think. Queen Esselwith gained the trait pregnant again at the age of 39. Wow. Come on, we need a second son. We need a spare. This was the one who wasn't very good, wasn't it? What about some of these? Are you any good? You're not the worst. You're, wow, very, very good at intrigue, but that's not what I want from my knights. What about this guy? No, none of these are overly impressive. Alan down here? No, none of these are overly impressive at all, to be honest, so we'll leave those out for now. Let's continue this siege. Now that we've got our siege leader in charge, hopefully we'll win that before the Frankians lift their siege, just so it will be a bit easier for us to maybe win this war. We've still got this barony here to take control of as well once we do this one. Do you know what? Let's station besiegers. The 1,700 men, if we can get Alfred in charge of. And then the 500. Let's get Duke Elfric back in charge. And then 1,700, can we march on to this barony? We are going to lose a bit of men for doing it, but we've nearly sieged this anyway, so it's fine. At least then we can get that underway. And then we'll do the old switch of the commanders again. Siege 1, we gained 16 gold. It puts us at 88%. We will siege this last province down here, and then we'll march around to crush that Frankian army. We'll be about level, but with how good Alfred is, we should be okay. Let's let Prince Ethelred lead this army. Why not? And then this army here. Let's get our siege leader back in control. Can we station besiegers? Yes, we can. And then the 1,200 march back here. Alfred in charge. The 500 our siege leader in control of. Perfect. Get these men together. Sail them over to Devon. They have got more men than us there, so we do need to be a little bit careful. But if we can get up in this mountain, we should be okay. So let's march those together. And we are going to march by land. Let's march by land then to the barony of Bath. Let's march to Bath. And they'll march very, very quickly with Alfred in charge. And hopefully we'll pick up more men on the way around and we'll have enough men to beat these. Even with less men, we should. Alfred is such an amazing commander now, isn't he? He's got his 28 martial. Only 18 prowess, so that does seem to have gone down. We are a strategist now, though, as well as an aggressive attacker, an organiser, a brilliant strategist, intelligent. All that should add up together. I do hope that we get a second son. I really hope we get that second son that we want. In need. We really need a spare. We do have a grandson now, though, so it's not the end of the world if we don't. Let's march to the barony of Exeter. Why not? We'll get a little bit closer. Hopefully this won't take much longer to siege. Can we not break this betrothal? Yes, break betrothal. Done. She loses opinion of us. That's fine. I'm going to marry you to... Can we marry you to someone in our court? Let's have a look. Where's Leon? I'd like to marry her to Leon. So I do want to land him, or at least to one of our lords. It would be nice to marry her to one of our lords. These are all foreigners. Anglo-Saxon Thane Ethelwulf of Portsmouth, our vassal, and he's a knight. Where is Leon? Let's have a look. Go into our court. I do want to land Leon. Wherever he is. Where are you, Leon? Leon. I can't find you now. You're one of our knights, so you're... Oh, no. It's because you are actually one of our courtiers now, aren't you? Of course. Leon, 51-year-old. Let's marry you to... wherever she is. Do you know what? I'm going to give you land first. Let's... grant titles. We'll give you the title of... Should I give you the Isle of Wight? I might give you the... No, I'm going to give you the... Sussex. Let's give you Sussex. Grant title. Perfect. And then can we arrange a marriage between you and Vigdis? Send proposal. Perfect. There we go. Let's marry you to her. They are going to now march onto us by the looks of it. So should we march away? They're going to, or they're just going to go up into the mountains. Let's just march to the Barony of Bath. At least we are restoring our men a little bit. Greetings, my benign liege. I gladly accept your marriage proposal. I will graciously take the hand of your courtier Vigdis in holy matrimony. Perfect. Are they going to chase after us? It looks like they are. So let's go out into the... Oh, no, let's not go out to the channel. Let's just march around instead. Get our units together. Once this falls, we'll go over, get that siege underway. That means that we'll have all of the Cornish land. Ah, they're actually going to sail over to us by the looks of it, which works out fine because we're going to get there first. Yes, I thought that would change their minds. Hopefully this siege isn't going to take much longer. 50 days, merge together, get our siege leader back in control. Oh, this is Earl Leon, who is also a siege master. So we've got 2 siege masters now, which will be awesome for when we're trying to siege land down. Come on, can't be much longer now till we get this under siege. 17 days, apparently. Okay, that's not too bad. How is our son doing? Oh, he's had another child. 2 grandsons, perfect. How is Alfred doing? He's got 2 stewardship. We'll wait until he turns 6 before we do anything with him. And then what about our other grandson? He's got 1 stewardship. So they both look pretty stewardship focused, which is interesting. What in a name? With the babe crowd in her arms, Queen Ethelwulf looks up at me, her face surprisingly serene. My love, let us name him Alfred, after you. A lovely idea. Alfred it is. Actually, I had something else in mind. No, we'll go with what our wife wishes. Let's have a look how good he is then. Young Alfred. Intelligent. Oh, perfect. Prince Alfred. Alfred's son. And look at those traits. Oh, that is awesome that he's been born with the intelligent trait. Educate child. Ourself, of course. Alfred Wessex becomes your ward. We will definitely be granting him some lands and titles. I may give him one of these kingdom tiers. Right, they're merged together. Let's march back round to there then and get that under our control. We want Alfred back in control, just for his 38 prowess and his amazing movement speed as well for the armies. We should get round there before they capture the fort of Cornwall, and then hopefully stop them in their tracks. Let's speed things up just so we get around there a little bit quicker. I don't want this war to drag on too long. I just wanted this as a small war while our stuff recovered before we then go for the northern lands, and they are marching off now, which is perfect. Can we attack them? Yeah, let's go for it. We should be able to win it easily enough, hopefully. It's pretty even, but our forces, they're decent quality, we're decent quality. They've got more knights, but we've got Alfred leading our army, so of course we're going to win this. That should give us a nice boost in war score. If it's not enough to win, we're definitely going to get enough just by getting this back under siege. So it's pretty fine, to be honest, isn't it? 93%. Child benefits from spouse tutelage, which is good. Princess Edbert, who is 12, our daughter. Wow, 13 learning, 13 diplomacy. She's really good, to be fair. Nice. Enemy combatants captured. Can we ransom them? Yes, we've got 2 prisoners to ransom. A count, 50 gold. Very nice. And a mayor, 30 gold. Wow, 80 gold. Very nice. Let's march onto this barony then. Get it back under siege. Ransoms accepted. Perfect. Perfect. Lots of money. Lots of money. Let's get Leon back in charge of this army just for the siege, just so we can speed it up a little bit. You know what, actually? Station besiegers. The 500. Let's get Duke Alfred in charge of that. And the 1700 back under control of Alfred. And let's just chase this army down. Let's harass their rear guard, chase them down, finish them off wherever they retreat to. We'll just keep chasing them. I'm guessing they're going to retreat to the Welsh lands. Oh, and the siege has actually been lifted there. I hadn't realised. Well, we best go and do something about that then, hadn't we? Let's march around there to us. Let's march round to there ourselves. Get that back under siege. Whichever one falls. When this falls, it's going to give us the victory anyway, but at least then we can battle them. And we are going to have a battle now. Maybe that'll give us 100% before that siege. We should absolutely slaughter them. And yes, we are. Our knight, Duke Efric, wounded Count Evard. Yeah, absolute slaughter. There we go. Perfect. Easy victory. Our knight, Thane Ethelwulf, was wounded. Our knight, Ruadan, wounded whoever that guy is with a very hard name to say. And we've captured an enemy combatant as well, which is nice. And it looks like it's 2 that we can ransom. Perfect. Duke Ramulf the Third, 100 gold. Oh, nice. And Duke Rudolph, 100 gold as well. That is going to get us an insane amount of gold. Another 200 gold to add. Ransom accepted, 200, oh nice, 352. We get 4 from that siege, and we can end that war. Enforced demands, so be it. Perfect. Cornwall now belongs to England. Disband all units. Get rid of these. Mercenary contract expiring, that's fine. We don't really need them now anyway. We've still got a few knights. We can designate a guardian for Osber Wessex, our daughter. Let's have a look at her. She's intelligent and pensive. She's got very good learning. Very good stewardship, so let's... Wow, we've actually got incredible stewardship ourselves, so let's educate our daughter ourselves. She doesn't have a match either yet, which is interesting. We can use the petty kingdom of Cornwall, which would cost us 250 gold. Wow, no, I don't think I'll bother, to be honest. But this land here that we have just taken, we will grant that to our courtier, who was Cornish. Why not? I'd like to keep it ruled over by a Cornishman. So let's have a look. Which one was the Cornish? He was Breton. He's a Lombard. Cornish. Here we go. Catholic Cornish. He's 53 though. Didn't we have someone who was younger than that who was Cornish? Pretty sure that we did. Unless I'm mistaken. Welsh. Anglo-Saxon. No, so it was that guy then. Where is he? 59. Hopefully he can still get married, and no, we're not going to marry to our daughter. But hopefully he's young enough that he can still find a match. So we'll give him the earldom of Cornwall. Grant titles, perfect. Pasgun becomes your vassal. That's going to increase his opinion of us massively as well, which is perfect. Nice. We will create the duchy down there, or we could use it up here, as I said, but I'm not sure just yet. Powerful vassal expects a council position. Our son, yes, I will. You will be our next marshal once Ethelric dies, but I don't want to betray him. Like I said, he was ferociously loyal in those wars with Jorvik, so I don't really want to... I'd feel like I'm betraying him. I know it doesn't matter, and we shouldn't think like that, but I would feel like we're betraying him. Ah, that land broke free from Cornwall, that's why. So there's just this tiny bit of Cornwall left, which is interesting. Right, we've got a bit of gold. Let's go on to our military. I'm pretty sure that we already improved this, yes, to its maximum. So let's create a new men-at-arms regiment, and... ooh, what should we go for? I'm going to go for some armoured footmen. Why not? Create 90 gold, and let's create some siege weapons. They're only 60 gold, aren't they? Yeah, we'll go for that. We'll create a regiment of them as well, which is quite a bit of our money, but that's fine. Can we do anything to Winchester itself? If the game will allow me to click on it. This is so frustrating. There we go, the Barony of Winchester. What can we do here? There's still this area empty that we could build something there, but we're not going to for now. We're going to go back to Winchester, and we are going to construct a new building. We can go for walls and towers, which is 150 gold. Farms and fields, pastoral land, hunting grounds, barracks, which would give us more levies, military camps, which would give us more levies, or a trade port. I think I'm just going to go for... stone walls and intimidating bastion towers offer excellent protection from both raids and sieges. The more fortifications built, the more impenetrable the castle which they protect becomes. Farms and fields are the backbones of any economy, fueling men Feast, army and feast. There is no understanding the power of simple grain. I think I may go for this one. Yeah, let's construct it. Why not? Let's get some farms and fields built up in Winchester. And that still leaves us a nice little bit of gold as well, which is awesome. But I think, yeah, well, I think we'll end this episode here. So we have took Cornwall. We've handed out our duchies. Next step will be to get rid of Jorvik, to get rid of the Vikings in our kingdom. We need to take Northumberland back and some other lands like that. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. As always, I hope that you've enjoyed as much as I'm enjoying this series. If you did, please don't forget to like and comment down below and subscribe if you're new here. And hopefully I'll see you all very soon for the next episode in our Alfred the Great playthrough.